Hello, and welcome to our presentation today on when's the best time to have a meeting. My name is Jim Coles, and I'm the Executive Director of Columbus Area Labor Management Committee.
And I'm Meredith Porterfield, Program Manager for Columbus Area Labor Management Committee.
Part of having effective meetings and planning for meetings is determining the meeting schedule. And today we're going to try to provide some tips about what are some things to consider when you schedule your meetings.
When's the best time to have a meeting? For those of you who work a Monday through Friday schedule, we suggest that there are a couple of days to avoid. They are Mondays and Fridays. Mondays are the first day back after the weekend, and people have a tendency to have a little bit of difficulty with Mondays only because that it's hard to get back into the work routine, and maybe they want to try and plan the rest of their work week on Mondays. Fridays is the exact opposite of Mondays in that people are focusing more on the weekend. And they have they're thinking more about their plans for the weekend instead of concentrating on any kind of information or any discussion as to what's going on within a meeting. So again, we suggest just avoid those 2 days.
How often should your group meet? That really depends on the type of meeting that you have and its purpose. But if you're providing information during a meeting, be sure that everybody has the opportunity to be there. You may want to schedule more than one session so that employees can attend in smaller groups with less disruption of the workflow. Also be sure that you provide meetings for each of the different shifts within your operation. Having smaller groups also encourages people to participate in the meeting. Have a specific time frame for the meeting, including a starting and ending time, and let people know what those are so that they can plan their schedule around the meeting. Now, if you're going to do problem solving during the meeting, you need to meet more often. Some groups try to do problem solving meeting only quarterly, let's say, and it's too difficult to do that because too much happens between meetings. You need to provide enough time during the meetings to adequately explore the problem and meet often enough so that you can solve the problem in a relevant time frame. The length of your meeting, again, is going to depend on the purpose of the meeting. Look at the agenda, decide what it is that you want to accomplish, and be sure that you allow yourself plenty of time to do it. The length of your meeting may also depend on how often you meet. Groups that meet more often may not have to meet as long because there will be less to cover during each session. Be sure that you allow adequate time for member participation during the meetings. Meetings give you an opportunity to hear from everybody, so be sure that you allow time for that to happen. Bear in mind that if you schedule a 1-hour meeting, it may not really be a 1-hour meeting. By the time people get there, they get ready to leave. If you have any kind of a break during the meeting, that all erodes into your meeting time. So be sure that you give adequate time to really explore and resolve the issues that you need. You might want to have longer, productive meetings, and that may involve using a facilitator who can help your group focus on the process that you use to be able to deal with the content in a more effective manner. Focus on specific outcomes. And meetings are always more effective and more efficient when people come prepared. So be sure that they've reviewed the agenda and they know what's expected of them. Some of the groups we work with like to use subcommittees. That's up to your group. But when you use subcommittees, each subcommittee can be assigned a specific problem or a specific task within that problem to work on and resolve and report their outcomes to the entire group in regular meetings. It also helps your committee if you have a good foundation. That is, you have a mission statement, you have ground rules for your committee, and establish goals and expectations for what you want from the team so that everybody knows and understands what their role is. Thanks for joining us today for our presentation on meeting scheduling, and we hope you'll be back with us next time.